Hello and welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 10, Structure Words of Language to Literature. Topics to be covered in this session are recognizing prepositions, meanings of prepositions, the use of prepositions. So let us start with recognizing prepositions. I hope you understood what is actually preposition in this session. We'll take up another part of structure words, another class of structure words of English called prepositions. I hope you are familiar with this term from the school onwards. The common definition of a preposition, which is given in almost all school books, is that it is a word that shows the relationship between two nouns. दो nouns के बीच में relationship create करती हैं. इस तरीके की कुछ definition एक आम school books जो होती हैं उनमें दी गई होती है. In the sentence, I'll give you an example. The book is on the table. यहाँ पर हम on को use कर रहे हैं as a preposition since it shows the relationship between two nouns. Relationship between two nouns show करती है वो book और table के बीच में. तो आज यहीं से हम स्टार्ट करते हैं. हाउ टू रिकॉग्नाइज prepositions. Words with function as prepositions can be divided into two class. जो prepositions की तरह काम करते हैं उन्हें हम दो classes में divide कर सकते हैं. एक तो class 1 consists of those words which occur only as prepositions. अगर हम कुछ अलग शब्दों में बात करें तो wherever a word belonging to this class occurs, it can be immediately recognized as a preposition. इनमें जो words आते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. They are not very large. Some of them are, I'm giving you here a list, a little bit of prepositions. A few of them are against, among, at, beside, during, into, of, towards, and with. So class 2 consists of words which, in addition to functioning as prepositions, also sometimes functions as adverbs or conjunctions. So कई बार adverbs और conjunctions की तरह भी ये use हो जाती हैं. So we must be able to recognize when a word of this class is functioning as a preposition, when as an adverb, and so on. We will study about preposition and adverbs. Different way how can we similarize them. Let us start with preposition and adverbs. A preposition always has an object. आप जानते हैं कि preposition को हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ object चाहिए. या तो वो noun होगा या noun like expression होगा. In the category of noun like expression, we include pronouns. जैसे कि me, him, her, it, या फिर noun phrase, the old mango tree, the river, or a non-interrogative clause beginning with what, how, whose. If the word you are checking is followed by an object of this kind, it is a preposition. The man was standing behind me. The book is on the table. He was telling us about what he saw last night. So in this way, prepositions and adverbs are related. If the word is not followed by an object, it is most probably an adverb. Like the same words occurring in the following sentences are adverbs. He stayed behind, leave him behind. If you walked on, you will come to a railway crossing. We saw them walking about. Another way prepositions and conjunctions, how they were, both the words work both as preposition and conjunctions. Some words function both as prepositions also and conjunctions also. Whether the word is followed by a noun or noun like expression or by a clause. If the word is followed by a clause, it is conjunction. जैसे कि example के लिए हम ले सकते हैं, they will leave after lunch. यहाँ पे आफ्टर प्रेपोजिशन के लिए यूज हुआ है. वहीं अगर मैं आपको एक सेंटेंस देती हूँ, दे विल लीव आफ्टर दे हैव ईटन. सो हियर इट इज वर्किंग एज अ कंजंक्शन. आई मेट हिम द डे बिफोर योर अराइवल. बिफोर यहाँ पे यूज हुआ है एज अ प्रेपोजिशन. आई मेट हिम द डे बिफोर यू अराइव्ड. यहाँ पे ये यूज हुआ है एज अ कंजंक्शन. यहाँ बात करते हैं कुछ सिंपल एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स prepositions की. Another way to point, another you can say point to remember when you are trying to identify prepositions is the distinction between simple and complex prepositions. Simple prepositions हो गई जिनमें सिर्फ एक ही वर्ड रहेगा, और कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रेपोजिशंस हो गई जिनमें एक से ज़्यादा वर्ड रहेंगे. ऑल द प्रेपोजिशंस जो अब तक हमने मेंशन करी है, अबव, अक्रॉस, आफ्टर, बिफोर, बिहाइंड, बिलो, डाउन, इन, ऑन, ओवर, दैन, अंडर, विदाउट, दीज आर ऑल वन वर्ड्स. सो दीज आर ऑल सिंपल प्रेपोजिशंस. एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रेपोजिशन कंसिस्ट ऑफ 2 or 3 वर्ड्स. एग्जाम्पल के लिए अपार्ट फ्रॉम, ड्यू टू, instead of, out of, in front of, and in spite of. There are many more. Though you can see these complex prepositions, though they are made up of more than one word, they behave as a single word preposition. They are always followed by objects, and what is more, occur only as prepositions. In this sense, they are similar to class 1, that is simple preposition words cited above. Next thing we are going to study is prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases is, I will give you an example. The house was built on the highest part of narrow tongue of land between the harbour and the open sea. So, what is a prepositional phrase? Any sequence of words consisting of a preposition and followed by noun phrase. जिसमें एक preposition हो और उसके बाद हमेशा कोई noun phrase हो, उसे हम prepositional phrase बोलते हैं. इस सेंटेंस में हमारे पास जो मैंने आपको बताया उसमें 4 prepositional phrases रहे. First is on the highest part of the narrow tongue of land. Of the narrow tongue of land between the harbour and open sea. Of land between the harbour and open sea, and between the harbour and open sea. So you can see here 4 prepositional phrases are mentioned here. Next is meaning of prepositions. I have already told you कि prepositions एक तरह के structure words रहते हैं. Structure words जिनका मैं आपके पहले ही बता चुकी हूँ. Structure words have meaning of a different kind from content words. We cannot give the meaning of prepositions by pointing to things or drawing pictures or by giving us synonymous words. The meaning of a preposition comes out early only when we take it in the association with the meanings of other words in a sentence. Usually the meaning of 2 nouns or noun-like expression. Meaning जो रहेगा preposition का, it consists in the relationship that it shows between these 2 nouns. जैसे कि the book is on the table. यहाँ preposition on show करती है relationship between the 2 objects, that is book and table. Preposition on has its own meaning only to the extent that it shows that the book is lying on the surface of the table, not under the table, near the table. So we can describe the structural meaning of prepositions like on, under, near by saying that they describe the location of the object also. Not only relationship, but they also tell us or describe the location of an object. The preposition because of, him, for, though are used when a cause, reason or purpose is to be expressed. Our progress was slow because of the darkness. So in this way you have seen locational और यहाँ पर preposition because of या फिर for या फिर though, ये हम यूज करते हैं as a prepositions for showing the cause, reason या फिर purpose. जैसे कि आप इस सेंटेंस में देख सकते हैं our progress was slow, तो हम यहाँ reason दे रहे हैं उसका because of the darkness, और she suffered from heart disease. The game was lost through poor teamwork. Reason है यहाँ पे I did it for money. So you told the purpose. Along with that, preposition in, with, by also tell us about manner, means or instruments. Sometimes she wrote in a careless way. Manner बताएगा आपको. He spoke with confidence. Manner बताएगा. I went by bus means बताएगा. He sliced it with a knife. So यहाँ पर आपको वो instrument बताएगा. With also express accompaniment. Example, she went with her father. Some other meanings expressed by specific prepositions are like origin. Origin बताने के लिए हम from का use करते हैं. Recipient बताने के लिए to का use करते हैं. और अटैचमेंट या बिलोंगिंग बताने के लिए ऑफ वर्ड का यूज करते हैं. सपोर्ट के लिए हम फॉर या विद का यूज करते हैं. ऑपोजिशन के लिए अगेंस्ट. अनएक्सपेक्टेडनेस के लिए इन स्पाइट ऑफ और डिस्पाइट. रेफरेंस के लिए विद रिगार्ड टू. एक्सेप्शन के लिए एक्सेप्ट और बट. यहाँ पे हम थोड़ा सा यूज ऑफ प्रेपोजिशन, उनके यूजेज को लेके थोड़ा सा समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज यूज ऑफ प्रेपोजिशंस. रोल ऑफ यूजेज में अगर हम बात करें तो देर आर सेवरल अदर मीनिंग विच प्रेपोजिशन एक्सप्रेस एंड इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू लिस्ट ऑल ऑफ देम. वन रीजन फॉर दिस इज दैट द प्रिसाइज मीनिंग इम्प्लाइड इन certain uses is very difficult to express in other words. The preposition of, for example, occurs in several different contexts like the following: a collection of papers, at the age of 5, very kind of him, made of cotton, the width of the road, the size of a cricket ball, 17th of June. So you have seen all these uses of cannot be said to have a common meaning. सब of अलग अलग तरीके का meaning डिपिक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो हम ये नहीं कह सकते हैं they all have a common meaning. Nor is it necessary for us to know the exact shade of meaning in each case. It is enough to see its uses, become familiar with them through reading. The use of prepositions as of some other words is largely a matter of usage. That is the way they are actually used in English. No fixed rules or definite meanings can be stated for them. We can however point to some examples which illustrate the importance of usage in the matter of prepositions. Prepositions of place की अगर हम बात करें, they also carry some idiomatic meaning in common usage. We stated at describes location at a point of space, while in describes location in an enclosed area. At और in में भी थोड़ा सा फर्क आ जाता है. At means एक space की कोई भी आप पोजीशन बता रहे हैं, और अगर आप किसी enclosed area के अंदर हैं तो आप उसके लिए in का यूज करेंगे. Like he is in hospital, so within the enclosed area of hospital, so we refer to a patient who has been admitted to the hospital for the purpose of treatment and will be there for some time. So in this, in will be there. Now choosing prepositions correctly, ये भी बहुत important factor रहता है कि आप सही तरीके से prepositions का choose कर पाए उन्हें. First, of course, you must make sure that the place where you are about to use a preposition is one where a preposition can be used according to the rules of English grammar. सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि कई बार लोग prepositions को गलत place कर देते हैं, जहाँ पे आनी चाहिए वहाँ नहीं डालते हैं, और आगे पीछे कहीं और प्लेस कर देते हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो जब आप प्रेपोजिशंस यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो वहाँ पर आप ये देखिए कि अकॉर्डिंग टू इंग्लिश ग्रामर, रूल्स ऑफ इंग्लिश ग्रामर, क्या आप उन्हें ठीक प्लेस कर रहे हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, prepositions are not used after transitively used verbs in English. So the following are some of the cases where a preposition is often mistakenly used with transitive verbs. I answered his question. This is entirely wrong. यहाँ पर ये एक transitive verb है और यहाँ पर हमें बहुत ज़रूरी है यहाँ पर कि हम किसी भी तरीके की preposition यूज़ ना करें. I answered to his question is entirely wrong. यहाँ पे लोग गलती से I answered to his question बोलते हैं. I asked him who he was, not I asked to him. I believe you. That means I accept what you are saying as true, not I believe in you. They discussed their plans, not they discussed about their plans. She married him, not she married to or with him. I ordered him to leave, not I ordered to him. I paid him for his work, not I paid to him. Secondly, you must also make sure that the prepositions you are going to use is correct from the viewpoint of meaning. For example, you should not say I have left for money or I have left for some money for you in the box. I have left some money for you in the box when you have actually left the money on top of the box. So this is entirely wrong here. So similarly, you should not say book is in the shelf, since a shelf is not enclosed. It is a surface or a set of surface. On the other hand, it would be right to say they sat in the grass. If they sat hiding with tall grass and closed them on all sides, so you can write they sat in the grass. Thirdly, you also make sure that you have followed the rules of usage. For example, you should not say he shot the president if the president is still alive. Say he shot at the president. Similarly, say they all rushed at the president only if their intention was to attack the president, not if they were seeking his help. Use rush to in the second case. If they are seeking for help, you can use rush to. Then is idiomatic uses. Apart from all these things, idiomatic uses are also there of the prepositions. These associations between content words and prepositions are of fixed nature and are not really matters of usage. Since usage is generally concerned with meaning, we give here a list of some common associations of this type, like afraid of, agree with a person or somebody, agree on a matter, agree to a suggestion, angry with a person, angry about something, apologize for something, apologize to someone, ask for something, bad at some activity, and believe in God, care for, that means look after, care about, consider importantly, clever at, that is an activity. So in this way, there is an idiomatic use of prepositions also. Among idiomatic cases are the instances where we expect a preposition but none is actually used. Here are some cases of this type. At is dropped in the expression at what time? What time will you come? He doesn't speak the way I do. Do it this way. So इस तरीके से आप इनका idiomatic यूज़ भी कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि यहाँ पर speak the way यूज़ हुआ है और do this way, that means that way, या इस तरीके की आप जब चीज़ें यूज़ करना चाहें तो आप उन्हें लिख सकते हैं. That is at what time? What do you mean by that? What time will you come? So the preposition of is dropped at expressions containing reference to age, color, flavor, height, length. Now do it yourself for you. Insert a preposition in the blanks if necessary. I asked dash him dash help. I promised dash him a share dash the profits. He told dash the children to stay awake dash 9 o'clock if they wanted to hear the story. He told lies dash his friends. So these are few prepositions for you. बट कुछ चीज़ें आपको इनको फिल करते वक्त याद रखनी चाहिए कि आपको क्या क्या इन्हें फिल करना चाहिए. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर जगह पे preposition आएगा. मैंने यहाँ क्वेश्चन दिया है आपको, insert a preposition in the blanks if necessary. Like first I'll just tell you for an example. I asked to him. I told you already कि कई जगह पे लोग इस चीज़ का mistakenly गलत यूज़ करते हैं, लेकिन transitive verb के साथ हम कभी भी preposition का यूज़ नहीं करेंगे. So I asked him, no preposition here, for him. That is all for this session. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy learning. We learning.